Well, everybody seems to like a bit of bacon and eggs for breakfast. I like the English style bacon, the stuff that doesn't have fat all over it. So today I'm going to make up 3 batches of bacon. I went over to Fry's and bought this pork loin. It weighs 3 pounds. It's one of their smaller ones and it's on sale. Ooh, $5, what a good deal. So I'm going to prepare this. When you roll it over, you notice there's quite a bit of fat on it. I prefer my bacon with no fat, so I'm going to cut off about as much as this as I seem to be able to get off, and then we'll continue from there. I've got all the stuff out I need. I'm actually going to weigh things, so I've got a scale and a little cup. I'm going to make it into 3 separate bags because you can freeze this stuff afterwards as well. And I've got the salt, the Mortons Tender Quick home curing salt, and on their website they have a menu for doing Canadian bacon, so you want to check out their website too. And it's probably going to apply to this steak because I'm going to cut this into 3 chunks and I'm not going to pre-slice it. I think if you pre-slice it you can get things going quicker, but I'm just going to have a go. Got the sugar, and I'm going to try some liquid smoke. This is a work in progress. It's only the 3rd time I've ever done this, so we'll see how it goes. Cut open the bag. Give it a slice lengthways. Get this out of the bag, then I'm going to start trimming. Just to remove it from the bag, let's have a go at cutting some of this fat off. Because it doesn't matter really where you start. You just want to start cutting the fat. Obviously you're probably going to get a bit of meat in there as well, but meh. Right, I think that's probably enough fat removal. There's a little bit of muscle sheath left on here, but that'll be okay. I'm going to move on to mixing up the stuff. Right, now the recipe calls for a tablespoon, half an ounce of Tender Quick. It does the same on the online website as well for the Canadian bacon. Put in half an ounce. A little bit over. I think if you're over by a little bit it's not going to make that much difference, but if you're over by a large amount, so if you put a heaped tablespoon in, it does get extremely salty and you don't want that at all. So I'm going to go to 0.75 ounces with the sugar. Oh, and there we are. So that's on 0.75. So this is good enough to do 1 pound of that, so I'm going to cut this in 3 and I'm going to start rubbing that on. About there. Cut this piece in half, about there. As you can tell, this is going to make very good bacon. Yes, indeed. Right. Stirring it up, that'll do. I've just got to zoom in a little bit. Start on this side, sprinkle a bit on. I think this is where cutting the fat off helps because you can get more of the pork exposed to the salt. Do the ends. As you can see, this is really difficult to do, isn't it? Not. Mop up some of the salt, because when you find out if you have cuts in your hand, based on how much your hands are stinging. It's winter time, so you could have cracks in your skin as well. But boy, you're going to find out pretty darn quick. Okay, just a bit more to go. Get that on. nicely coated. And then we'll slip it into one of our Ziploc freezer bags. Now I've got the Ziploc brand because they said put it in a heavy duty plastic bag to stick it in the fridge. And these freezer bags seem to be a bit thicker than the average run-of-the-mill ones. So I'm using that. And that's it. It just cooks in the fridge. This one says a day. The online recipe says 3 to 5 days. And I think the one on this bag is designed for thin cuts, so if you pre-slice it, I think you would do it just for 1 day. But I'm going to do it for 3 to 4 days in the fridge like this. Alright, one thing I did forget to do on the other 2 pieces, whoops, the lid came off. Okay, let's put some of this liquid smoke on. Douse it on pretty good. In fact, the other stuff I may just put straight in the plastic bag. Yeah, I think this might work better just putting it in the bag and just rolling it around in the bag a bit. One more little tip, I'm putting these in bowls just in case the bags break. I don't want any juices or any meat juices flying around the fridge, because then I've got to clean the fridge out. Okay, so the next step, it's been 4 days in the fridge. Now I'm going to rinse these out. Very simple. Open up the bag. Pour the water in. So I rinsed it very quickly. Now I'm just going to let it sit in the water for about half an hour. Just want to go back in the fridge. Right, so this has been in the cooking in the oven. No, cooking in the fridge for an hour. So now I'm just going to drain the water off and start cutting. Going to go back in the same bag. Cutting, you're going to need to do it about as thin as you can. That's about the only thing that can help. I don't have a cutting machine yet. I expect I will soon. So, end pieces tend to be a bit thicker. And it's just a sawing motion to cut these off. Right, so that's about as thin as I can cut. So I stack it all back together, turn it around, start on the other end, and just kind of press together. That helps support it while you're trying to do these other thin cuts. The thin cut is about 1/10 of. Now it's test time. So first of all, I've got this white pan which we just bought. It's kind of weird working with it. White Teflon, very odd. So I'm going to spray a bit of, what is it, canola oil on the pan so the stuff doesn't stick. Put these in, a couple of slices. Set it on a lowish, medium-ish, medium, just a bit over heat, and we'll just wait for it to heat up. Okay, the sizzling action has just started. What I'm looking for on the first side is for the colour change to the lighter pink, which you can see over here. This one's still cooking through. You want it to cook through. These are pretty thick steaks, so I'll let it cook through a bit. Flip it over and add the eggs. Right. Well, this one's pinked up nicely. This one's still got a few of the raw colour type areas on it, but good enough time to just flip it over. And you can see it start to look like real bacon. Pop the eggs in while I'm at it. Yes, I'm not doing it right. I I know. I'm going to break the yolk. Habit. Don't know, might be a good habit. Maybe, don't know. But it's what I do. Doesn't look weird in a white pan. Okay? Alright, put some pepper on while these are cooking. Alright, flipping the bacon, put it on the other side. It's not been long and it's just about cooked. The eggs are not quite ready for flipping yet. I like my eggs turned over. I'm going to slide the pan sideways a little. Alright, I think. Yep, these are close enough for turning. Yep. Spill. And at this point, I'm looking to see if they've set. Just jiggle them on the back and see if they've set. This one's getting close. So I'm going to turn the heat off at this point. It will cook on its own from here out. And this is a glass top oven. It retains a lot of heat. Yeah, that egg's just about done and this one's very close. So I'm going to take the bacon out because it looks done. I'll give this egg one more flip. Ditto. Yeah, they're done. That's all. Alright, now that's what I call a power breakfast. Eggs, bacon, toast and Marmite. With some nice cold brew coffee too. But let's see how it tastes. Bit of sweet in there. Not too salty at all. Really can't taste the smoke. Maybe a little hint of the smoke flavour, yeah? Yep, there is a very slight hint. So, that's good. I'm taking this in, eat it at the table, we're done. Cheers.